14,000 hardy souls braved the elements this morning for the 101st annual Thanksgiving Day race. The theme this year, because it's the 100th plus one, was Do One Better. Local 12's Joe Webb says a lot of runners and walkers did one better today for someone else.
I'm on Eggleston Avenue in the middle of the Thanksgiving Day race, where for the last 100 years, runners, as they've warmed up, have shed their jackets and hats and shirts and just left them in the street. But this year, they have a better option. Goodwill Industries saw an opportunity. A big crowd moving in one direction who needed to get rid of some clothes.
This year, Goodwill has stations throughout the race where folks, when they're running by, have a coat or a sweater to drop off, they just drop it off in our box.
Not knowing exactly how it would work out, Goodwill staff and volunteers manned boxes along the course. As the sea of humanity rolled in, the best in people came out.
Come on, donate those jackets! Woo!
It was amazing how the crowd responded to strangers' requests to take off their clothes. Christy Reed didn't hesitate to give up a nice jacket. Why did you give?
Why not? Nothing better to do on Thanksgiving morning, right? Might as well come down here, run a race, give away to somebody who needs it.
That was the common theme. Brian Murray came from the Bronx and shed a coat and spread some Bronx Thanksgiving cheer.
It's Thanksgiving. Somebody needs it more than I do.
It was a steady stream of givers on Eggleston Avenue. At Paul Brown Stadium, hundreds dropped off coats before the race. Volunteers loaded them into trucks. The idea was the brainchild of race director Julie Isfording, who got tired of driving home after the race and seeing perfectly good clothes lying in the gutter.
It really added a new dimension to the race, which it is all about Thanksgiving and the true meaning of being thankful for our health and for each other and for that extra person out there who may need a warm coat.
Isfording, who has been running for decades all over the world, says she's never heard of anyone doing this before. By all accounts, it worked. She thinks today may prove to be a good lesson in race planning 101.
And I'm hoping that Cincinnati can start something that appeals nationally, and I'm going to make that happen.
In the end, a lot of generous people, nobody went home naked, a lot of good news, and a lot of goodwill. Happy Thanksgiving. In downtown, Joe Webb, Local 12.
Thanks, Joe. Goodwill says it collected more than 500 pounds of clothing at the Eggleston location alone. I actually brought 2 extra jackets, and I was only too happy to get rid of them because it was actually kind of warm, you know.
It was this morning, yeah.